Test, test, test. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Today, the luckiest man on the face of the earth. Welcome to AT&T Park, the home of the Giants, and welcome into the catacombs of AT&T Park, into the actual lair of the Giants, the Giants Clubhouse. My name is John Miller. I broadcast Giants baseball on KNVR 680, the sports leader. And this year, I haven't actually done one for them yet, but we're going to do them on NBC 11, the new Giants over-the-air affiliate. And so we're here and we're ready to go. Want to get you excited about this upcoming season. Pitchers and catchers report in 5 days. So, no pitchers and catchers tonight, so these guys are too busy right now. They get ready for their packing and all that. So, here we go. And by the way, 3 weeks from yesterday is the first broadcast of the spring. The Giants and the Cubs from Scottsdale Stadium, noon on KNVR. Don't miss it. Now, the Giants have some changes this year. We got some of the new people to introduce you to tonight. And I'm going to do that right now. Now, not just on the field, on the roster, new guys, but in the coaching ranks as well. And this first gentleman will be the first base coach for the Giants. He was an outstanding player for the Yankees. He got traded by the Yankees back in the early 90s to the Cincinnati Reds for a guy named Paul O'Neill. O'Neill did doing fairly well for the Yankees. So he must have been pretty good to be traded for such a Yankee star. Now the Giants' first base coach, he was an outstanding outfielder. He hit with power, he had speed. Giants' new first base coach, please welcome Roberto Kelly. Yeah. Hey, you look as good as when you play. Now, back in the Bay Area, he was a great Giants fan. Grew up in the Bay Area and was then an outstanding player on some outstanding open athletics teams, but still, deep in his heart, he was a Giant because he loved Willie Mays. He loved the Giants of his youth. He won a batting title one year when I broadcast in Boston, so I loved him for that. He was a very exciting player, outstanding third baseman. And now the Giants hitting instructor. Here he is, Bay Area native, Carney Lansford. All right, now a couple of young guys. I think we're going to see a lot of youth with the Giants in 2008. And these are 2 guys who emerged last year. And first off, this guy not only had to learn at the big league level, which is always difficult to learn in the show. That's the biggest jump of all for a young player. He did well. He hit 287, hit some home runs. His ops, I really been studying up on the top statistics. I'm really digging into OPS now, ops. And I was told anybody has an ops at 800 or above, that's a very good year. So in his rookie season, he had an 814 ops. But also he was doing all of that while he was learning a new position. He'd never played this position before, and he basically was learning it at the big league level. He always been an outfielder, became a first baseman, did a great job, and he had that big time ops. Ladies and gentlemen, Dan Ortmeyer. Now, another young guy, and he's also, like Carney Lansford, he's a guy who grew up in Giants fans from the Bay Area. And when he finally got a chance to play on a fairly regular basis late in the season, he really took off. He had 370 in September, playing almost every day. And let's welcome back a Bay Area native, a Giant. He was born to be a Giant. Here's Kevin Frandsen. Now the Giants, they have these some young talent in the rotation. We're going to see all these young guys during the season. High hopes for these young guys. But they went out and spent the big bucks on bringing in a veteran, a guy who was here in the All-Star game back in July. They hit he hit 309 last year, 27 homers, 89 batted in, Gold Glove quality center fielder, and he's a guy who is only focused on one thing in the outfield, that's catching the ball. Whether there's a wall in the way, whether there's trucks out there, whatever's out there, he's focused on that ball. He's going to catch that ball. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the Giants, the new center fielder, Rowand. Rowand's ops last year, and as I told you, 800 it means you're very good. His was just under 900. 889. There's his page. I didn't even know that. You don't have to know that. It's your agent has to know that. All right, so now what we want to do is have you be able to ask some questions of these guys and get to know them a little bit. But to sort of get started, because I'm a semi-professional broadcaster, have all the inside info, that inside information. I'm going to get the thing started and give an idea of how it's done. So Roberto Kelly, now you were with the Yankees back. You came up in the late 80s? 87. All right. Now, the Yankees have retired so many numbers over the years, famous numbers, Babe Ruth number 3, Lou Gehrig number 4, Mickey Mantle number 7, DiMaggio number 5. What was your number? 39. Number 39. Still, I think there still are people using that though, if I'm not mistaken.
I don't know who's using it right now, the Yankees, but don't find out for that.
All right. So, now you played center field, you played the position of Mantle, DiMaggio. Was that? When you walked in the Yankee Stadium, did that hit you? Were you a baseball fan as a kid where you said, wow, this is on center field at Yankee Stadium?
Yeah, it was a big honor for me, especially Yankee Stadium. There's many stories about great players in the center field. So for young kids coming up, for me, that was a great honor.
Now, you came up in '87, and then Bernie Williams, also a center fielder, came on, I don't know, 91, 92? 92. Oh, you recall. Bernie came on. And there's Bernie, the center fielder, and Roberto Kelly, center fielder. So what happened then?
No, what happened was when Bernie was coming up, that's when I got traded to Cincinnati for a whole deal. That's when Bernie came along and played center field, and everybody knows great guy.
So Bernie came up and then you got traded?
Yeah, exactly. Well, he came up late in September, and I guess it's future in which he got good. So that's when we decided to trade to Cincinnati.
Now, I've talked to Bernie many times over the years, and Bernie, he's a great guy. You'd love to have him as a next-door neighbor. So, Bernie, did he call you and say after the trade, said, I'm so sorry that this happened? Did he have